back to another week of YSPN. We got a bunch of great games to go over with you. It's a great week for Bulldog sports in some ways, not such a good week in other ways. Well, let's get right into it right now. We got a great weekend for volleyball, and for that we jump over to Nick Coleman to hear about how the volleyball team did this weekend. I'm here with Nick Coleman first of all and Stephen Horn. So let's hear about the volleyball team.
72 Dolphins, keep your champagne on ice. The Yale women's volleyball team is 1-0 in Ivy League play and going for 3-0 this weekend against powerhouse Columbia and defending Ivy League champion Cornell, featuring Joanna Weiss, the 6'5" hulking Joe Animal. We go straight to the action.
Bulldogs and spandex at it again for ever so hapless Columbia. Freshman Alexis Cruzy with an easy spike over the defense. She's truly developing quite the player under the tutelage of the Roger Clemens, the Yale women's volleyball team, senior Shannon Farrell. Oh, her floater still looks so pretty even at that old age of 21. Columbia, though, keeping it closer than expected, is number 3, Amalia Viti slams home a kill. She had 11 on the day. Game point now for Yale, though, as Callie Nelson paints the line perfectly to give Yale the point. Oh, she is such the artist out there on the court. So graceful, so graceful. Bulldogs take a few deep breaths, make a 10 with their hands, have a little powwow, and get ready for game 2. Keep your eyes on number 2, Callie Nelson here as she swoops across the court for an athletic spike. I think she's definitely supplanted DeMarcus and Jameer as the most athletic Nelson in college sports this millennium. Kristen Wilk, number 9, is from Hinsdale, Illinois. And in Hinsdale, Illinois, they block weak Columbia spikes right down to the hardwood. Alexis Cruzy again here, great offensive threat. But here on defense, appears to be a little bit of a liability. Maybe she needs to watch Mighty Ducks 3 and learn to play two-way hockey, or two-way volleyball. Callie Nelson is bored at this point and decides to take a shot at the line judge. It's a dangerous job for our varsity baseball team. Oh, and the point counts. Game point again for Yale. Alexis Cruzy spikes at home again. Too much Cruzy, too much Nelson, too much Farrell. As the 3 combine for 50 kills. Yale goes on to win in 4. The Columbia team, though, did manage to outdig the Bulldogs 88-75. Eli's next match against defending Ivy League champions Cornell on Saturday. Bulldogs looking for revenge against the Big Red after last year's heartbreaking loss in 5 games here in New Haven. Coach Appleman gives the team a pep talk and last-minute advice, but number 9 Kristen Wilk already looks pretty excited and ready to go for the game. Speaking of psyched and ready to go, freshman Alexis Cruzy, number 4, drops in a great floater off of the block. Yeah, she's excited. Yale's up 27-24 in game. Game point now for Yale. Who's going to get the touch? Callie Nelson. Yale wins game 1, 30-25. Cornell, though, tries to regain the momentum in game 2. The Joe Animal, Joanna Weiss, smashes a huge spike off a great outside set. Bulldogs, too, have some firepower in the form of Shannon Farrell. She's a history major, in case you were wondering. Game point again for Yale. Who are they going to go to? 2 words. Callie Nelson. Off a beautiful set by Allie Mendenhall, who loves that yellow pre-wrap for sure. Game 3 now, and Joanna Weiss has not had enough. How tall is she anyway? Allie Mendenhall's 5'9", and she doesn't care, as she aces the confused-looking Cornell squad. Match point now. Who's gonna get the kill? Nope, actually Alexis Cruzy, off of a great change in direction. The team goes wild and even gives the freshman hero a few pats on the rear. Bulldogs made an impressive statement with a sweeping victory over Cornell, 3-0, avenging last year's loss. Allie Mendenhall had a staggering 52 assists in the course of 3 games. YSPN caught up with the Nebraskan setter after the match.
I'm here with Coach Albman and Allie Mendenhall after a big 3-0 win over Cornell. I'm sure it feels great. Coach, how did you guys prepare for this match, and what were the mental things we went through?
I think as a team we just really needed to play intense and really take advantage of the opportunity that's given to us today.
Allie, I think the stats show themselves. You got 52 assists. Our hit percentage was great today, thanks in large part to your play. How did you guys play according to their defense? It looks like the defense improved too as the game went on. How did you guys make adjustments?
We stuck to the game plan, and the best thing that we did was we passed well, and that gave me the opportunity to pick from any hitter, and we have so many great hitters tonight that we were really able to spread the offense out.
How did you feel coming in tonight, and you guys as a team after a close one against Columbia last night, and coming against Cornell, last year's IB champ? How did you guys come prepared?
We weren't exactly happy with how we played last night, so we really took it as a learning opportunity. And we sat down last night and we decided the things we wanted to do. We wanted to have fun and just really embrace the challenge that we knew we were going to be faced with, and we took advantage of it and played well.
And Coach, how does this feel for you guys and the team? And looking toward the rest of the season now, it's got to feel great.
It does feel good. We hit the road for the next couple weekends, and so it's nice to have been home. We're 4-0 at home, and I like that fact. So it'll be interesting to go up to Harvard, Dartmouth, who are both very good this next week. So thank you.
So, Allie, IB champs this year?
I mean, we're going to take it one game at a time, but this is definitely giving us a lot of confidence.
The streak we put on the line again this week at Harvard and Dartmouth.
That's some good volleyball we got going this year, you guys. And hopefully we get the title this year. But let's jump into another sport, maybe not quite as exciting as volleyball. The crew team's not out there drunkenly opposing the other team. But we got a good cross-country team, and they looked pretty good this past weekend. The men's team placed 13th at the New England Championships. Our only top 50 finisher, though, was Andrew Samuel, who placed 47th. Meanwhile, the women enjoyed a little better weekend. They placed 8th at the New England Championships with 2 top 50 finishers, including freshman star Allison Rinderly and freshman Stephanie Pearl finished 31st. Both teams will continue this weekend when they travel to Indiana to compete in the NCAA pre-nationals.